everybody, and welcome to a Wednesday morning. Good morning, Yaz. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, morning, Joe. Welcome, Alison. Welcome, Emma. It's amazing to see everybody this fine morning. If you see us on the replay, welcome today. If you've never seen me before, my name is JB Rose. I'm a singer, I'm a vegan, and I'm a mom. Hey, Yaz. And we meet here every single day and we pour into ourselves. This is our me time. This is our hug. This is just our time before the day starts. Or if you're catching me later on in the day, this is your time where you're just pouring into yourself and just shutting out all the noise and remembering how divine you are, that you are worthy, that you are peace, that you are love, that you are meant to be. And this week we've been just looking at self-love. We've been looking at what we've been talking about for a long time, which is if we are talking about where your mind goes, energy flows. That's where the energy flows. We want to just look at love this week. We're just looking at self-esteem, love, and actually just focusing on that. We're not going to focus on what happened in the past, blah, 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 because that's how we end up kind of re-traumatizing ourselves. Yeah, so we're focusing on love this week. And of course, it is just feeding into abundance in our lives. Now, before I carry on, don't forget to like, subscribe. Now, look, some of you, right, you watch me, yeah, and everything, but you don't leave a comment, especially after. I'm going to shout you out who you are. FAEC, you don't shout out and say, I am peace or I am love. And Alison, you don't always after the fact, right? So I've just named you. Of course, and why, hey, you don't either, right? So when we come off, right, please just go, I am peace, I'm abundance, or hello, or I enjoyed it, or a heart, yeah? Because if you don't, the algorithms and the people them who watch these things, well, they're not people, they're robots. They just don't push it out to anybody else because they think, oh, nobody's watching and all that kind of stuff. But you are watching. So let the algorithms know that you're watching so that we can grow the JB Rose Singing Vegan Mom SPM family. So yeah. So good morning, everybody. That was my little tell-off, and I've even named and shamed people. Sorry about that, but sometimes it's just got to be done, you know. You got to be done, yeah. So in the mornings, what we normally do is we do a lovely physical warm-up. Good morning, Joe. Joe's just come into the house. Great to see you. Okay, Alison, who I've just told off, has said she promises to leave a comment. Good, Alison. I'm glad that you're going to do it. So we always start off with a warm-up. We do some breathing exercises to energize our bodies. Then I give you some thoughts for the day. Then we listen to our affirmation music. Then when I go away, you're just going to sit for as long as you can, focusing on your breath and meditating, clearing your mind. And guess what? You will be set for the day. That's what we do every day. This is what we do. It's called our healing practice. This is what in fact, all people who are focused on their empowerment and in their improvement, they do this every day before anyone else is up, while everybody else is sleeping or watching Netflix or doing other things. People who really are dedicated to their embetterment do this kind of thing. And we are those people too. So let's do some breathing, guys. So let's take some deep breaths in through the nose. And let's just sigh. Some deep breaths in through the nose. And then sigh. Good morning, Rachel. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then just sigh again. A nice, long, luxurious sigh. Deep breath in through the nose. And then another nice, long, luxurious sigh. Out. Beautiful. Now we're going to take a deep breath in for the count of 3. We're going to hold for the count of 7. And we're going to breathe out on a shh for the count of 8. Here we go. Take a deep breath. In 2, 3, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 2, 3, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 2, 3, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good morning, Karen. Good to see you. We're doing some warm-up exercises. Now we're just going to warm up our bodies. So let's just roll our heads one way. And then let's just roll the other way. And then just roll the other way. And then just roll the other way. Good. And then we're going to go left, middle, right, middle, left, middle, right, back, middle, down, middle, back, middle, down. We're going to take our hands and we're just going to stretch our necks. You're not going to bend and pull it. You're just going to let your hand be like a weight. So you can just feel the stretch there. And then the other side, your hand's just a weight and you're just going to stretch the side there. Good. Let's roll our shoulders back. Lovely. Rolling, rolling, rolling. And then roll them forwards. Good, good, good. And then let's do some funky chickens. Do it as fast as you can. And back with the funky chicken. And then put your hands out to the side. And then you're going to go back. And then forwards. Lovely. And then one more stretch up like this. And we're going to go to the side if you can. Oh, my dress is a bit tight. Oh, let's go as far as you can to the side. And then go to the other side. Really stretch. Don't go. The only reason I can't go further is because my dress is tight. Right. Lovely. Shake, 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 shake. And then this is a new exercise that we've been doing, which just kind of energizes us. We're going to pretend that we're running and we're just running with our arms as fast as we can for 30 seconds. We're waking up. Here we go. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fast as you can. 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. I can't count. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Woo! So now you should feel really invigorated and warmed up. It really does warm my arms up, actually. It feels like I've given my arms a bit of a workout. So this is the part where we have some words of wisdom, some thoughts to focus us in on ready for our day. But I forgot to say that, here on this channel, once you do subscribe, which I know you're gonna if you see me for the first time, whenever you see anything that pops up, it's all about lifestyle and well-being. I do vegan recipes. We do these affirmations. I do tips for the day. Sometimes I do little funny skits. I used to be an actress in my day as well. So whatever takes me, but it's all about well-being. It's about joy and happiness and sharing it and embracing this life that God has given us. I hope that conveys in all my content that we're all about love, joy, happiness. And so yesterday we've been talking about self-love. And I asked you, it was quite a short one because I really wanted you to focus in about your own beauty. It says beauty arises in the stillness of presence. So yesterday, that's what we looked at. We looked about your being still and recognizing the beauty around you, the beauty from within. So we were still, and I wanted you to be aware of your breath, your body, and we then just I just went away afterwards. We talked about no doubts, no fears, no worry. Be aware of your amazingness and be aware of your beauty. That's what we did yesterday. That is what we did. But today we're looking at the power of self-love. It motivates our positive. It motivates us and makes us feel positive. It makes us have a positive behavior while reducing harmful behavior. So when we have self-love, it motivates us and gives us positive behavior. It empowers us to take risks and to say no to things that do not work. Now, I have that issue all the time. That people ask me to do things, it doesn't serve me, it doesn't suit me. I'm not going to get a lot much out of it, and it's really all for the person who wants whatever they want. And a friend FAEC knows this as well. And we end up doing things for people and we didn't want to do it. It doesn't serve us. But because we're softies, we do it. But when you have self love, you are empowered to say no, yeah, to things that do not work for you. It's the key to building self esteem. Self love is the key to building self esteem. It lowers stress and it helps us to strive for success, which is what we all want to do. When we love ourselves, we strive for success. We learn to say no. Um, we have self aware means understanding your strengths and your weaknesses. So you're aware of, that's not my strength, but this is my strength. Um, you have higher resilience when there's issues coming, so you're really resilient, and you bounce back from challenges. Um, Self love gives you empathy. Self love gives you the compassion to forgive yourself, which is really, really important. And we've been talking a lot about that, being forgiving ourselves for what has happened in the past. And when you forgive yourself, you stop yourself from self torture. So we talked about this thing about, when you keep living in the past and thinking about things you could have done better or you should have done, or the things that happened to you, you're literally just traumatizing yourself constantly again and again and again. It's self torture. You're torturing yourself. You're torturing yourself. And often, sometimes we go back physically to places where it wasn't a great place, a great experience. But when you practice self love, when you understand that you are meant to be, that you are God's child, that everything is there for you. There's nothing that you can't have. It's all in the mind. Remember, everything begins and ends in the mind. And once you recognize that, and then recognize and have self-love, and it's not self-love like, very superficial. This is a real self-love where, we talked about on Monday, what it took for you to come into this world, all the odds. It's like millions of the odds of you being alive here right now. The odds are high, in terms of which sperm meets with the egg at what time of the year, and also then the journey to then get implanted in the womb, etc., etc., etc. Because also lots of eggs get say fermented. Lots of eggs are formed. I can't find the right word for it, and often they just go away straight away, and they don't turn into a potential baby. So all the odds are high, and in this high a percentage, I read it somewhere that the possibility of your being is in the millions. You were born. So regardless of the trauma or the challenges that you may have faced throughout your childhood, your coming into the world, or along the way, you're meant to be here. And your job is to focus on the reason why you're meant to be here. And we're all here for each other. We're here to share our gifts. And if you don't know what that gift is, then what's a wonderful thing is that you can spend time, carve out time to go and find out what that gift is. Try new things. Look at yourself. You probably don't recognize that you do have those gifts, and that you're using them without even thinking about them as a gift. So have some self-reflection and look at the things that you do for yourself and for others. That's your gift. And if there are things that you never did do that you should have done when you were younger, you wanted to do something, want to learn something, want to learn a language or whatever it is, maybe this year is the year to go for it and go learn that language, go do that thing, save that money and go on that holiday, and give yourself a life. Because, having, the reason why I do all these things, I think I mentioned it quite a lot, is because when my parents were ill in hospital because of diabetes, which is all about what we eat. Remember, we talked about yesterday, the things that we eat is the reason why 80% of the people are in hospital, old and young. So when I watched my parents in hospital for very long periods of time, and all the old people there, a lot of them were lying there because of regret. What they didn't do, what they should have done, and if they had their chance to, again, that they would live their lives to the full. So we need to practice self-love, so then that will compel you and encourage you to go into the world and just do it not be scared. I read something, one more thing before I go. I read something about, when you ask somebody for advice about something, and then they might say something that you didn't expect, that you didn't like. They said you allowed that person to upset you. Don't allow anyone and give anybody the power to upset you. If it is a critique on something that you've done, then receive it, and you respect their opinion. Then receive it, and if it's something to improve, then improve it. But don't take it personally. Don't take it in as if it's some kind of slight. Don't take neither loss nor gain to heart. My mum used to always say that. Take neither loss nor gain to heart. Yeah. Don't shake it off, move on, accept it, and grow. Yeah. So this one is all about self-love. And what self-love does, it motivates you, makes you strive. You recognize your strengths, your weaknesses. You've got compassion for yourself. You forgive yourself and you forgive others. When you forgive others, it's the most powerful thing. Even the most horriblest person who's done the horriblest things to you, forgive them. You know who you're blessing? You're blessing yourself when you forgive them. Okay? Good to see you, Easy. It's really an amazing thing to do. So this is what I'm practicing every day, which is to forgive others. Yeah. So today when we go, I love myself. And I forgive. You just forgive. I love myself. And I forgive. And forgive is big because it's forgiving others, forgive yourself. And that's what self-love does for you, yeah? All right, so we're going to do it. We're going to listen to our affirmation music. I forgive myself. I love myself and I forgive. I love myself and I forgive. And then you're going to sit and breathe. And I just want you to keep recognizing all your strengths, guys. All the things that you offer yourself, the world, and all the things that you will potentially do from here on in. I really saw feelings that do